everyone. I wanted to do a step-by-step walkthrough of the SPSS Lab assignment number 7, confidence intervals. I'm just going to be following along with the step-by-step how-tos and the instructions that are available on D2L within the Dropbox, but I thought I'd do a video too in case any of you wanted to be able to actually just follow along within SPSS. So I've already opened up the SPSS dataset.sav file here. So the first step I'm going to do to run a 95% confidence interval for the variable trash litter is to go to the top drop-down menu for Analyze, then select Descriptive Statistics, and then select Explore. Now we'll open up this new dialog box here, and as always, we're going to right-click in this box here to select Display Variable Names. That way I can scroll down until I find the variable for trash_litter. And I'm just going to click on it once to highlight it, and then click on this arrow next to dependent list, because that's where we want trash litter to go. So once I've done that, that was step 5. Now I'm going to go into step 6, which is click on the statistics button in the upper right corner of the Explore dialog box. So that's this button here. I'm going to click on that. And just notice that this is automatically checked, this box next to descriptives, and that the 95% confidence interval for the mean is kind of the default. So it's already set up with what we want. So we'll go ahead and say continue. And then if you look down at the bottom here, for step number 9, it says at the bottom of the Explore dialog box where it says display, so right here, click the circle next to statistics. So we've done that. And then step number 10 is click OK. And there we go. So now you just want to note what the 95% confidence interval for the mean lower bound here and upper bound are. So these numbers here are what's important under the statistics column here. So now we'll move on to step 12, which is the steps for running a 99% confidence interval for the variable trash litter. So we're going to go back up to Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, Explore. You'll notice everything is the way that we left it. So we just need to change the statistics, the 95% confidence interval to a 99% confidence interval. So step 14 is click on the statistics button in the upper right corner of the Explore dialog box. So that's that. And we just want to change this 95 to a 99. And once you've done that, you can click continue. And since we already have the display set to statistics here, we can just go ahead and say OK. So then step 18 is to notice here, now we have the 99% confidence interval for the mean, lower bound, and upper bound. So the lower bound is 10.98 and the upper bound is 12.56. So make sure that you answer the second part of the question, or the second question. What is the difference between the 95% confidence interval and the 99% confidence interval in terms of the width or range? In other words, what about the difference in the range of the upper and lower bounds allows you to be more confident with a 99% confidence interval? So basically, you're just comparing, if you scroll up here on your output where we have the 95% confidence interval for the mean. Here's the lower bound and upper bound. And we scroll down to where we have the 99% confidence interval for the mean, lower bound, and upper bound. What happened to those numbers? What happened to those numbers to allow us to be more confident that we are selecting the mean? And I've also done a separate video that will help explain what's actually going on here and what we're actually looking at when we're talking about the lower bound and the upper bound and the confidence intervals. So feel free to watch that as well. That'll help explain how you answer number 2.